I heard you walk to the door. Please, just give me a chance to explain. That's all I want. Thank you. I really didn't know. Ow! Ow! Okay, give me a second, please. You just slap. Ow. Okay. Okay, I deserve that. Fine. Can we at least go inside before you continue to hit me? I appreciate that. Just here on the couch is fine? Alright, thank you. Look, I just want to apologize. Okay, I never gave you closure, and I know how much that just eats away at you. Or maybe this whole thing is selfish, and I'm just bringing up things you want to forget. And I, honestly, I really can't tell the difference anymore. I've thought about this in like 100 different angles, and the entire time I was driving down, I just look. I'd appreciate it if you'd hear me out, okay? I'm sorry for everything. For letting everything get weird. For not saying goodbye when I left and not trying harder when I was there. I'm sorry for hurting you. Okay. I really thought that was the best option at the time. I don't know. What do you want from me here? Okay, I was sure you were never, ever gonna let me in. I didn't think you would want to see my face. I'm sorry. That's all I know. Just tell me what you want. Whatever it is, I will do it. What do you mean, the truth? There's no such thing as the truth, okay? There's my story and there's your story. And neither of them are what happened, but if you can settle for that, sure. Yes, I'll tell you my side. Can we grab a drink first? Yeah, I know you hate me right now, and I'm sorry, but I don't think I can get through this story without one. Like, my nerves are killing me right now. I appreciate that you don't hate me, but whatever you feel, it's not what I feel right now, at the very least. Give me a bit, okay? I'll get to how I feel. First, you promised me a rum and coke. Thank you. You know, I've really missed this. Well, yeah, drinking with you, don't get me wrong. I used to love getting wasted with you on the weekends, but no, I just mean it's you and me. We're up way later than we should be talking about drama and just hanging out. Yeah, all of our friends were so dramatic, constantly, all the time. Like every weekend, we were meeting up to discuss the latest developments and who hates who and who loves whomever. But you know what this reminds me of, actually? You remember, like, a month-ish into us being friends, Penton and Sarah were still in that will they, won't they thing, and we stayed up until like 4 a.m. while they were off on their first date. Yeah, I mean, still, I don't know how a date lasts until 4 a.m. and there's no sex, but I mean, they've always been weird, haven't they? It is similar to that. Yeah, well, again, we're talking late into the night, and and fine, okay, yes, maybe they're not that similar. Okay, yes, completely different. Yes, sure. I don't know. I I've been thinking about that night a lot, more and more lately, I guess, because I think that was the night that we became actual friends, and the night was just like it was perfect. I mean, what other word? What? Why? No, of course we got close afterwards, but it's also so much more complicated. I mean, look at us. 2 years since we've last talked, and somehow we're just sitting here having a drink together. Like, this isn't just crazy. And we click. I don't know how, but still, we just click. Do you remember what it was like before everything? Not needing to worry about how we looked to others, how we looked to each other? Really? Knowing where we are right now, you would still do everything the same. I don't know if you're just naive or perfect. Well, never mind. Anyway, I should stop stalling. You deserve an explanation. That's why I drove 4 hours in the middle of the night anyway. Yeah, I moved down to the city after we helped Penton propose. The same night, yeah. I was driving the U-Haul like an hour after you last saw me. Yeah, well, we'll get there, okay? I swear. I'll answer every question you have, anything you'd want to know. I need to start from the beginning. Is that okay? Thank you. Alright, let's get this over with, I guess. Yeah, so after that first night, when Penton and Sarah finally got together, we started seeing each other so much more. And I mean, kind of hard to not see each other when our roommates are literally dating, but every time Penton went to pick up Sarah, I'd ride with him so that we could hang out while they go be in love and our houses are all empty. Yeah, how could I forget? No, the game nights were the best part every time. Yeah, of course. I mean, I still do puzzles today 'cause of you. Yeah, I never used to do them before, but now it's like at least once or twice a month I'll pick up a puzzle. But yeah, it was like that for months, and it was great, you know? We'd see each other a few times a week and just laugh and watch movies, eat, do whatever. And then you met Kevin. And something changed. And you were still my best friend, and I still loved you, but something definitely changed. I wasn't upset that you were spending time with Kevin or anything. I wasn't pursuing anything like that, but I just wanted you to be happy. But a few times a week became weekends. Every few weeks. Once a month if I'm lucky. I mean, I missed my best friend. I could always rely on you. You were the first person I felt safe setting boundaries around. But I get it. I mean, I got it then too. We were in love. I wasn't blind to the looks we got. I know that being close to me while you were with Kevin, it couldn't have been easy. And you didn't deserve to go through that. I don't know. I wanted to be there for you, you know? Just shut up every person who thinks their opinion is the universe speaking the truth through them. God, do you remember how insufferable people would be whenever we were just near each other? I mean, it was like the only thing I could do for you was not be there. And I wanted you to be happy. And if that's what it took for you to be happy, I would do it again in a heartbeat. And a few days later, Benton came to us for help with his proposal. And it felt like this was it. You know? My childhood friend is getting married to the love of his life. My best friend is bringing her long-term boyfriend to the engagement party, and if there was any chance for me to slip out of all this quietly, start a new life, this was it. I remember everything from that day, every detail. You know, it was cold, chilly. I had to grab a jacket in the morning, but we got to the venue and there was the sun shining down on us, right on us, and the weather just evened out beautifully. I'm sure Penton planned that down to the very degree, but still. And the actual proposal was beautiful, of course. And I think the dance number was a bit extra, but Sarah seemed to love it. She was crying. She dropped to her knees. I mean... But what I remember more than anything else was at the end of the night, I asked for a quick moment with you alone, you know? I wanted to say goodbye. Nothing special, just, you know, I value our time together. I would never forget. I was gonna tell you I was moving out soon. And I remember you telling me, yeah, of course. Just let me grab another drink real quick and I'll be right with you. And yeah, of course, we should be having fun. It's an engagement party. And usually that wouldn't have been a problem. But I also know you tend to get clingy when you were tipsy. And you definitely weren't sober by the time I found you. And so I waited by the door 5-10 minutes, but eventually I found you curled up with Kevin, and I realized you didn't need me. were happy already. I didn't need to change anything about that. And I thought the same thing when you reached out to me after a few months and you noticed we hadn't talked. But I didn't respond because I thought, why bother? You don't need me to be happy. It's just extra weight. I was wrong, though. Both times. I was a dumbass the first time, and I was just a straight up asshole the second. You were having a good time with your boyfriend. That's it. And I took that to mean you didn't want me. And when you tried reaching out again, because you hadn't heard from your friend in a while, I decided that you didn't need me. I decided for you that you didn't need me. And yet, despite all that, you still reached out again. And you still told me I'd be welcome back. And you kept your word. You let me into your house. Gave me a drink. Sat down after I didn't speak to you for 2 years. Okay. You never did anything to justify me leaving you. You tried your best to keep me in your life, and I left because I was selfish, I was childish, and I wasn't mature enough to deal with a complex relationship. But you're right. Okay, we weren't perfect before all this. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. With all my heart, I mean it. I am sorry. But I am here. And if you will have me, I will do everything I can to rebuild that trust. I promise. If you will give me the chance. Well, have I made a fool of myself yet? Hey, hey, hey! Come on. What about Kevin? I I didn't know that. I'm sorry. No, hey, come on. No. Hey, I'm engaged. No. Hey, come on. Come on. I came all the way back here because I wanted you back in my life. Don't Look, I didn't know you felt like this. Just give me time to think. Wait, come back. Hey, if you would like to pretend that didn't happen, I have a non-canon good ending in the description.